In this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 ways to make money in GTA Online. By using these money methods, I've gotten up to $20 million before the Import-Export DLC came out, so I could buy all the new content from the Import-Export update. Number 5 is the biker businesses. The biker businesses can make you around $200,000 every hour just from doing pretty much nothing and selling your product every 4 to 6 hours whenever your businesses are full. This is a pretty good way of making money, but you don't make money too fast. You kind of have to wait around and do other stuff for a lot of the time, or else you aren't really making too much money. I wouldn't recommend stealing supplies because that's kind of tedious and you don't really get too much out of that unless you have other people in your MC, because you get more supplies from that. If you just buy the supplies, you can refill all your supplies for about $75,000, which isn't really too much, and you can make a lot more from that. You can make about $200,000 from spending that $75,000 just from doing a quick 15 to 30 minute mission. And you can also get other people in your MC to help you out with those missions to make them go even faster. Overall, the biker businesses are an okay way of making money. You can't make money super fast, but they're pretty good combined with other ways of making money. For number 4, it's the premium races. With the premium races, you can make about $80,000 just from doing a 5-minute race every 45 minutes. $80,000 every 45 minutes is a lot of money just for doing 5 minutes of work. But the only thing that kind of screws up this money method is that you have to be really good at races to win every single race, so this might not be too good if you aren't that good at races. And if you think you're about to fail the race, there's a trick that I found that you can do. You just set your date to a year ahead, then go back into the game and wait about 5 seconds to 10 seconds, and it should kick everyone else out of the game once you set your date back to whatever time it is. Once everyone gets kicked out of the game, it just says like complete the race to get refunded, and you can complete the race and get all your money back. I suck at races, so I just decided to do this so I wouldn't lose my $20,000. It isn't that much money if you lose, but it just kind of sucks if you lose $20,000. If you aren't any good at races, I don't think you should even try this, because it's pretty tough to beat the people playing the races, especially the people in first. Those people are usually pretty good, so you'd have to be a really good racer for this to be profitable. Number 3 is the Flicka Job. The Flicka Job might not seem like a very good way of getting money because it's the first heist, but you can pretty much have someone else do all the work. All you have to do is get a random person in your game to do the Flicka Job, and you can have them do the first 2 setup missions, and you can just AFK. All you have to really do is get in a car and have the other person drive you around. For the second heist setup, you don't even have to do anything. You can just let the other person do all the work for you. And when you do the finale, you should get a different person, not the person who you did the first 2 setups, because they're probably going to want more money for doing all the work. So you get a different person who hasn't done anything to do the heist finale. So you set his cut to about 30% and you set your cut to 70%. Then you'll end up making about $100,000 from doing the heist on hard. And if you want to make this even easier, you can set your job to driver, because driver doesn't really have to do too much. You just drive over to the Flicka Bank, drive about 2 miles, and then you're done. I'd also recommend that you do this on your second account if you have a second account, but that's only if you have a heist running on your main account. I have a heist running on my main account, so I didn't want to screw that up by doing the Flicka Job, so I just did this on my second account. By doing the Flicka Job, you can potentially make about $200,000 to $400,000 every hour, but you don't even have to do anything for that. You just have someone else do everything, and then you do a little bit of work on the finale. It's a really easy way of making money, and if you're kind of lazy or you want to do something else in that time, then it's a great way to make money and not really have to do anything. It's pretty much an AFK money method. And for number 2, it's the Import-Export Missions. The Import-Export Missions can be really good if you have 4 people doing the exports. If you have 4 people doing the exports, you can get about $400,000 just for 1 export mission, which takes about 5 minutes. You're also able to make this money method even better by storing up a bunch of standard and mid-range vehicles, so that you'll only get top-range vehicles whenever you do an import mission. This is overall a really good way of making money. I'd recommend that you do this if you have enough money to set up the whole CEO import-export thing. It kind of costs a lot of money, about $2.5 million, but you can make that back pretty quick. For that money method, you can make about $400,000 to $600,000 every hour, and you don't even have to do too much work. For number 1, it's the Pacific Standard Job glitch. This glitch allows you to repeat the finale for the Pacific Standard Job over and over and make as much money as you want. One person can make up to $900,000 from doing this glitch, so it's really easy if you want one person to make a lot of money and the other people either have a bunch of money or don't really care. And you can also switch off or give 3 people an even payout of around $400,000. This money method or glitch is probably the best way of making money in the entire game, because you can make around $2.5 to $3 million every single hour, which is enough to buy the Ruiner 2000 in about 2 hours. By doing this money method, you can make up to $1.25 million that you can split among 3 people in your heist. You can either give one person $900,000, which is the maximum. You can only give one person 70%, and then the other 2 people 15 or whatever you agree on. Doing the Pacific Standard Job finale takes about 20 to 25 minutes if you aren't really that good at it, but if you get good at doing the finale, you can do it in about 15 minutes, sometimes even under 10 minutes, if you're really good at it. The best way to do this is to get a Kuruma and have everyone get in the Kuruma and drive over to the boat without taking any damage. The only downside to this money method is that the host won't be making any money from doing this, but you can either switch off hosts, or if the host has a ton of money and doesn't really care about not getting paid, then you're good and you can just keep doing the heist over and over for hours and get all the money that you need for this DLC and every other DLC that comes out. One of the biggest disadvantages to glitches is that you can get banned from the glitches or your money can get wiped. With this glitch, no one's ever gotten banned in the 8 months that it's been out. So this is a really good glitch where you don't have to worry about getting banned from it, and you can also make a ton of money from it. The only thing that you have to do differently from the normal Pacific Standard Job finale is just close the host's app once he gets about 2 seconds under the bridge. Just have the host close GTA, and then the other people will be able to keep driving on the boat for a couple seconds, then it will go into the cutscene and give everyone else the payouts, but the host still has the heist to do. So that's why you shouldn't have the host's payout to anything. Just have the host's payout to 0%. Then the other people will be making all the money, and the host can keep hosting the heist until everyone has a ton of money, and you can buy all the new vehicles from the ImportExport DLC, or whatever DLC you want to buy vehicles from. If you want to see an in-depth tutorial on how to do the Pacific Standard Job without losing any money, make sure you leave a comment saying you want to see that video. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel for more GTA 5 videos.